Welcome to Sunny Day Stamping. I'm Julie Baca. Sign up for my weekly emails to get free project sheets and updates on sales. Today's card is my favorite kind of card, just really quick and easy, so I'm excited to show you that. This sentiment is a new stamp set out of the new annual catalog that released on May 3rd. If you're one of my VIP customers, you should have this in your hands by now. If you would like an annual catalog, you can request one. There's a link down below to go to my website, and I have you pay for the postage and I'll send you a free catalog, but if you purchase something from me, I refund your postage. Oh, another thing that is starting this month is I am starting a frequent shopper program. So for every $50 you spend with me, you get a point. And if you accumulate 5 points over the course of the year, you get to choose a free stamp set of your choice up to a $25 value. So I'm so excited to get that program started. All the details for that are on my website, and I'll put a link down below for the details on that. Okay, let's get started. Here's a closer look at the card we're going to make today that is so quick and easy. And one reason why it is so easy is because of this new stamp set, Good Feelings. Look how large these sentiments are, which makes it really easy to decorate because it takes up so much of the front of the card. I just love that. Now I'm pairing mine with the Flowering Tulips bundle, but you can pair it with any of your other favorite stamp sets to decorate around that large sentiment. This is my favorite kind of card because you just don't need that many supplies, and it's just so fun to put together. So you're going to start by picking your favorite color, and you can choose that same color of cardstock. In the example we're going to make, I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. I got green for my leaves and some black. You need 2 pieces of black paper and 2 pieces of white paper. I've got all those measurements over on my website, sunnydaystamping.com. There's a corresponding blog post that has all the measurements, all the list of supplies if you want to purchase the supplies. For my email subscribers, I send out a PDF every week in my email that includes some written instructions and everything you need on one sheet of paper. If you'd like this, you can subscribe to my email. The link is down below in the description. So I'm going to just pick one of those nice large sentiments out of that stamp set. I'm going to ink this up in the same color as my cardstock, but you could definitely use black also. And I'm just using a scrap piece of paper because I just didn't feel like measuring. And I'm going to just stamp it near the bottom. And now I'm going to take my paper trimmer and just cut around it. This is just one of my quick and easy tips. Instead of having to cut everything ahead of time, just stamp your sentiment on there and cut afterwards. And you can always adjust it. I did a pretty good job, but like, let's say I wanted to take just the tiniest bit off of this side. This paper trimmer can handle those tiny little cuts. Now you're going to grab your basic white cardstock where you're going to stamp on. And you're going to use your sentiment as a guide. Figure out, where do you want it? Do you want it kind of askew? Do you want it straight up and down? I've got a bunch of examples to show you at the end of this video of different ways to put your cards together. So once you figure out where you want that, then you'll be able to determine where you want your flowers. So I'm going to stamp some tulips. And I've got a playlist of all kinds of projects that I've used with this Flowering Tulip stamp set. It is another one of my favorites. Now for the inside of this flower, I don't want to have to use a different color, so I just stamp it off, and then I go right over the top of that. And look, it looks like it's got another different color, but it's the same one. Love that tip. Now I'm just going to take another flower, and let's see, where do we want to put this? Maybe here. Put the inside of that flower. I'm going to do the same thing, stamp it off. And then maybe we'll add, this Flowering Tulip stamp set also has a little bud, so I think we'll put that over here. Hopefully I'm not putting too many flowers on here. I definitely, when I was practicing these, I'm like, ooh, less is definitely more on this. Now, this stamp set also has this great stem. So now that I've got my flowers in place, I'm going to move this over so I don't get anything on it. Oh, what's so cool about this, I forgot to say, because this sentiment is so large, this is going to cover up any messiness that we have with our stems. So we just don't even have to worry about where those are going. And you can see I flipped this stem around depending on which way my flower was pointing. You can use it both ways. So you can see that looks really messy, but with this on top, it's going to be great. I missed one more part of these big flowers. These big tulips have a little black center that just makes them pop out. I just love it. Now we can add the leaves. There are 2 different leaves in that stamp set, and you can also use these in both directions. So I can stamp it that way, and then I can also pivot it to have it go the other way. So great. Oh no, I got some green down there. I wonder if this will cover it up. Not quite. You know what? We'll put a leaf coming out this way, I think. Right over my mistake. So now that means we're going to want to add some leaves over here. Boy, the reason why that's happening is because I have a block that's way too big for my stamp. But I didn't want to have you guys wait for me to put my stamps on a different way. Okay, let's just add, we'll add one more leaf up here. There we go. I knew I'd figured it out. I'm trying to decide which way do I put this. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Now, I'm just going to put this up there and decide, is that too much? Oh man, I think that is like perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to set this aside and grab my other white piece, and we're going to stamp the inside of the card right now. So I'm going to use a sentiment for the inside of my card out of this Flowering Tulips stamp set, just so it looks different. I didn't want another large sentiment in here, so I'm going to put this actually just like right kind of in the middle, and then we'll just throw one more pretty tulip. Actually, let's do just a little bud coming up here like this. There's the inside. Now grab your envelope and go ahead and do that right now too. Now grab your 2 pieces of black paper and you're going to glue these right on top. Now grab your card base and fold it along the score line. We're going to glue this on top first before we add our sentiment layer. Okay, now grab your sentiment layer. You can glue that right on top of here if you want, but I am going to pop mine up with dimensionals. They're just these little foam adhesive that just pops it up just like a little tiny 1/8 of an inch. Now you can stop there, but I am going to add just one little brush brass butterfly. Do I say brass? There, look at that. Just so quick, so easy, but gorgeous. So I just want to show you real quick some other ones that I made. This one has a crumb cake base. This is in Gorgeous Grape with a crumb cake base. This is one in Bermuda Bay. I forgot to show you the insides. I have pictures of all of these over on my website. You'll have lots of different pictures to see, lots of different ideas. Oh, this one is Mango Melody. If you liked that video, if you could give me a thumbs up, it really helps out my channel. You can also subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified the next time one of my videos comes out. They come out weekly on Thursdays. Thank you so much for watching. Have a sunny day.